Okay, hello and welcome. How are you doing? And next I am planning to show you that how I can replace this engine valve. And there is one valve what is free, and these valves are inside of these camshafts. And then we continue. Okay, and then my next part, when I like to look in here deeper and I like to take these camshafts away, is that I need to take this timing chain away. And how I can take that away? This timing chain is easy to take out first, so that we take first this timing chain tensioner away. It places in here, and then when we look in here down, we open these timing chains, these rods and rails, what controls this timing chain area. And for that purpose, when I like to take this out, I need this 10mm wrench that I can open these bolts in here, and here is 12mm bolt what I need to open next. Okay, and here I have this 10mm tool, and I open these bolts. A little bit better view. That way. Now this part is free, and then another bolt away. Now this is also free, and then I need to open. This bolt in here. Okay, and now I have to take this bolt away in here, and then I can take this rail away, and now this timing chain is free. Okay, and then we can continue. Okay, and my next task is to take these camshaft bearings away. And remember that when we take these bearings away, we have to install the same bearing in same position. And here are those 10mm bolts in here, and in here we have this 12mm bolts. And I start my job here. Here's my 12mm, and I open that bolt, then this one, then that one. Good, and these bolts are now free. This bolt, and then second, and then third one. And then I can lift that first bearing area away. And then I take this my 10mm tool. There is 10mm socket, and it fits there. There is my tool that I rotate that way. That one. And it's good to open first all bolts a little bit. There is not too much compression in this camshaft. That is open. That is open, and that one is open, and that one also good. And then I take these bolts away that way. Good. Now this camshaft bearing is free. And then I take next one. And then next one. Okay, good. And then I take this camshaft bearing away, and that bearing, and then we continue. Okay, and then when I have loosened these bolts, I can lift bearing out and this bearing out, and then this camshaft is free. It is now it looks like that. It should move, and I a little bit move that in here, in these areas, and this opens. Good. And then I take also these intake areas bearings out. I have already loosened these bearing caps, and in here now this intake area is also a little bit carefully. I move in here. Okay. It is a little bit stuck, but now it's free. Okay. Good. And then if we are planning to install this back, there is same idea that we install this back, these camshafts, and then bearings, and same idea. And then we continue, and we can look these valves in here. Okay, and now when camshafts are away, we can see these camshafts caps in here. And when I like to take this out, I can lift this out in that way using my hand in that way, or then if they are stuck, I can very carefully tongs in that way, and carefully I have this longer tongs, and I can lift this camshaft out in that way. And in there we have this camshaft valve cap, and there is this valve in here, and valve spring. Okay, and then we continue. Okay, and now when I am planning to, I need to replace that valve cap. I have the camshaft out, and then I have long tongs, and I can lift this my measurement cap away, and there is then this my current cap is 0.25 millimeter in here, and I need to add in there a little bit thicker cap, and here I had this another caps where is this distance in 0.33, and it is like almost 1 millimeter thicker, but I need maybe a little bit thicker plate. And here I have more, there is 51, and this is 3/8. This is excellent cap for this sticker. My current cap was 25, and it is in here. There is text in 25. I take liked. There is this my liked, and when we look in inside, there's text in their up area inside 25 in there. Good, we can see 25. Excellent, and this is original, and I had a little bit thicker. What is this? 38, and this is like 38 and 25. This is 0.13 millimeter thicker. And now I insert that yellow one in here, and now I believe that this my cap adjustment, cap clearance adjustment is okay. So easy. Okay, good. And then we can continue. Okay, and then I take all of these caps away using my tongs, because I like to see those valves in that way carefully. In here, there is this my valve and valve, this locking plate and those locking pins. And here, this is also free. Then I take that one also away. And carefully I have to, that I don't do any scratches in this way. Now when we look in that area, there is no any scratch. Good. And there is this cap. Okay, and then I take all caps away. Okay, and then I need to take this cylinder head bolts away, and for that job we need the specific tool. What this type is M12, and it looks like that. There's many 12 corners and it fits indirectly in here that way. And then I can open that. Now I have to take these all bolts away in the cylinder head, and soon I can lift this bolt away. There's only a couple of bolts in here what I need to remove, and then we can continue. Okay, and then when I have take this all cylinder head bolts away, I can lift this cylinder head up. And if this cylinder head is tight, we can little bit hammer in these areas using knife and bend carefully that the cylinder head goes out like in that way. There's one bolt and plate left. Look, there is all bolts, there is plate. Okay. Now cylinder head is free. And then we can look this cylinder head more next. Okay, and then I start to take these valve springs and valve these spring holders and those small locking plates away, and for that purpose I need next new tool, and there is this tool, and this tool is the specific this valve spring tool, and when we use that spring tool we can compress this spring in smaller, and I show that idea. There is this my valve and there is the spring, and when I compress that spring smaller, this is the spring, I can even compress it using my fingers. It is so small spring, and then when I compress that spring in that area in here where is this hole, there is two small locking pins, and I can take those pins away using my magnet. This is magnetic tool, or then maybe magnetic screwdriver what takes contact also in here. And next target is to compress spring and then take in this area that part two small metallic plates away. And this tool works so that I can move that like open using that handle, and it goes like close, and this is like small adjustment that I can compress in and out. Okay, then I start this my job. And here is then this cylinder head. And then when I start to replace this spring away, I can also rotate in that way. We can see that here we have those valves, and I am now planning to take these valves in here away, these two. Okay, and soon we continue. Okay, and this compression happens so that I am planning to take that valve in this valve in here, that valve away. But I need to a little bit rotate that my cylinder head, and then I take this tool, what is in here, and I adjust this my tool so that this plate, that part in here, it goes indirectly in here, in that area. And then this another part, this part in here, it goes in this spring area. That area. In this area. And when I start to choose this my tool, there is good rule that this part must fit very well in this area. Look, and it must be actually same size. That if this is too big, it goes in these aluminium areas in here, and if it is too small, this hole, it goes to inside. This is the critical factor when we choose that our tool, and then when I start to install, that area in here goes firstly in here. Now I open this my tool totally open, look, using that handle in that way. Now it's in position, look, in that position directly in there. Then I will move that other side, because now I need to adjust that deeper in that way. Here, and this part goes directly in that hole, that valve. Now it's excellent well. It is just in that right valve, and then I check this my tool's locking, that this is locked, and this locked happens so that I move that open, at the same time I compress that red thing. Okay, and now it's locked good. And then I start to compress that spring, and it happens so that quite easily when I rotate that part, we can go in other side, because the spring goes smaller. Here, now when we look, this is my valve. What is in here? It is already a little bit smaller, and I rotate more that look in here. And a little bit compress. And when we look that this central area became open, we can take our magnetic tool next. Okay, now it's enough. When we look, now it's open. In that way we can see this part is open, and then I take this my specific tool, what was this magnetic tool, and using that head I try to catch this central area in here. Not yet. Then I can use my screwdriver. It's interesting. There are those locking plates in place. If I a little bit move these, this is a little bit tricky, difficult job. Okay, I insert my tool in here, in that position, and then I compress more the spring. I use my hand in here, that position, and I compress more. And let's look at what happens next. Good, and I check all time that everything goes fine. And then when I a little bit move that my tool, and a little bit move that my picker this tool in this way, this part, these parts in their inner, they are then more loosened and magnetic tool not yet. How about then screwdriver? Okay, not yet. They are moving, but I need to compress more. I compress more. Good. Now they are maybe more loosened. And now I managed to take first metallic pin. Look in here. This is metallic pin in here head. And I have one left. And now this second is also free. Now I have two metallic pins. And they are there. Those small parts what I took using is my magnetic head in that way. Look. So easy. Okay, and now there is situation that this my spring is free, and now I need to rotate it's my adjusting bolt in another direction, like loosen, like away, and then when I can do that more fasten so that I open this my tool in that red area in here quite carefully in that way. And now this valves opens. There is spring, and then I take this my tool away. And there is this valve, spring cap. Okay, and then I take my tool away. Tool is there away, and it works. I insert that back. Good. And then now we can see this valve. It is there free in here. Soon we look that. Okay, and now when this spring position is in here, and then we have this metallic plate, and then we have those two small locking plates what comes in directly in there. Now I can take this spring out, this spring cap out, and then spring, and then I can take this valve out, and this valve goes out so that I little bit move that, and same time I press that down in this way. Now I press it down. Now it's there deeper. Okay, and I saw again in that way, and then I press that. Now it's in deeper. And then when I move that in here, you can see that one valve is here. Okay, and now this valve is free. Good. And there is this valve position in here. Excellent. Okay, and then when I am planning to install new valve back, it happens so that I only rotate that in that way, and I take new valve and I insert in here. In that position I take better view. In that position there is new valve and it goes in there deeper, and we check that it is well in there, and then I rotate that thing in. I keep now I need to keep my hand in here, that this valve is in same position. And then I rotate that in here, and there is our valve. And first I insert this spring in same back, and then this my spring head, and then I need to use my compression tool. Okay, again that I compress that spring deeper in here, because I need to install these two locking pins what are in my hand. These two locking plates next. Okay, and now I have installed this valve compression tool, and it is positioned, and there is this cap. It is ready. And next I have only thing that I need to install these two locking plates in that hole. And it is a little bit difficult job, and idea is that when I move that my compression tool, I can adjust this my spring in just in the right position. Now it's up and then a little bit down. Now I believe that I can insert this my one locking plate in there, and then I need small screwdriver. Okay, and here are those my screwdrivers, and I have in here small keeper, and then this whole job is quite accurate, and this takes time because I need to install this my pin. It goes only one way, in that way into a hole, and now I use this my it is in my hand, and I use this my metallic this part, and I believe that now it's their inner, and I believe that I can maybe install this locking pin easier. Okay, now it's there. Good, and then I move that. There is this hole, and carefully I drop it. Now it's there. Okay, and it went in there. And then I use my screwdriver, and I a little bit. Now it's actually really well. Okay, and then it looks good. Then I take second locking, this my locking plate, and this pin goes only in one way. There it is. And then I insert I little bit move that my tool, and then carefully. This is like dentist job, and I use my screwdriver. Okay, and please go in there inner. So good. Now it's almost there. Good. And I take another tool. I have two screwdrivers. Now this my tool. Then I try to insert that in this hole. This job is quite difficult. It takes time. Don't worry. I have always managed to insert these parts back. Couple of minutes and it is in there. Okay, now I work a little bit that it goes in deeper. Okay, now this my metallic plate is there inside, and then I need to only a little bit move that my my tool so that this springs goes in directly in this right hole. Now I think that that one is a little bit too up and that this one is too deep, and I a little bit move that, and this is only a little bit movement and suddenly they goes like in the right place. Now this is here and I move this again, and soon we can continue when these are in right places. Now that one is a little bit too up and then first one is too deep, and I adjust this tool so that I move this my compression tool a little bit up and down, and I rotate this adjusting bolt, and soon it is in position. Okay, and now I manage to insert those locking pins in right slot, and there is this area, and I use my screwdriver and I a little bit press these locking pins down and I rotate, and now they are there nicely. And then I do so that I release that my tool, and then this spring is okay. Okay, and now this my tool is almost ready, and then I take only that my compression tool away, and now it's open, and now this spring is in position, and valve is also ready, and we can look that it is just in same way as these all ones. Good. Okay, and then we can continue.